How to find 100 dream clients for your agency. Guys, I'm super excited for this one because I absolutely love this concept. And I love it because it makes your agency life, your business, your B2B business so much easier. I'll tell you. Instead of going out there and sending all those crazy cold email outreach campaigns, you will instead focus on finding companies that fit your ICP and then spend all that time in for creating these relationships with the decision makers of these companies. And once you do this right, let me tell you, your life, your business life will be so much easier because you will maintain these great relationships with these people and they will always send business your way. You can get referrals, you can get additional works, etc. etc. It's just so powerful. What I also love about this concept is that you have a very specific number of clients you want to maintain, and developing these relationships becomes so easy because once you're sending crazy cold outreach campaigns, you end up like just going through this crazy massive list and it doesn't do any good. So instead, you just keep everything focused and find those dream 100 clients, which by the way, you will be still growing this list slowly, but this is something you focus on at the very beginning. Now, I'm going to show you how this is done using LinkedIn because finding your dream 100 clients with Google search is a little bit complicated, but LinkedIn does the trick. It is so helpful. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So here's my LinkedIn profile. And to do this, I also obviously need LinkedIn Sales Navigator because it's a powerful tool. It's a pretty much the largest business directory out there. And LinkedIn makes it so easy for you to filter through those different companies so that finding the ones that fit your ideal customer profile is so easy. Now, to go to LinkedIn Sales Navigator, have to click this button. I've already have it clicked. So now you're inside LinkedIn Sales Navigator dashboard. So before I go any further, I like to kind of have a brief overview of my ideal ICP. And for the sake of this demonstration, as I said, I operate as an agency owner. So let's assume that I'm a digital marketing agency or like PPC agency or SEO agency, whatever agency for working with plumbers. It's very important you pick a very specific niche, and ideally you can even pick a niche inside the niche once you know it a little bit better. So for example, you don't just pick dentists, you pick dental surgeons, okay? But for this specific case, let's keep it a little bit easier. So I want to work with plumbers that have 1 to 10 people working for them inside their company. They should be US based, and I'll probably make it as niche as like New York City. And they need to have a website because if I'm offering digital services, I want to give it to those guys that they're already out there. They know the value of digital marketing, and I really want to upsell them on that. Okay. Now I have it a little bit sorted out. So now I'm going to go into Sales Navigator and get to the search box and hit enter. Then it opens up all these different features. Yeah. So inside Sales Navigator, you've got these two tabs. First one is lead and the second one is account. So to translate it from LinkedIn English to standard English, this is people, leads, and these are companies, basically accounts. Okay. So we are going to go from leads, we're going to go into the account tab. It's so much easier to find your to find your companies that way instead of searching for leads because you will know exactly how many companies are there. So you almost like, I just want to make it very clear just how powerful this is because once you know the exact number of companies that fit your ICP in the specific region, working them through it's just so much easier, and it's actually fun. You've got your like let's see how many companies we've got, but say we got like 500 companies, and then you're like, wow, okay, it makes total sense. I only need to reach out like to 500 and then just interact with them continuously to develop this relationship. I'm going to show you how this one works. So as I said, I want to have plumbing businesses that are based in New York City. So I'm going to go to headquarters location. I'm going to type in NYC, New York City metropolitan area. I'm going to pick this one. So it's very specific. Now I'm going to pick the company headcount 1 to 10. LinkedIn is offering a bunch of options here if you want to go even further, 11 to 50, 51 to 200. If you're looking for specifically massive companies, then you can 100% do that. It also allows you to filter it by using the annual revenue filter, but I don't like it for smaller companies. Yeah, it's a lot less accurate than you want it to be, and it starts off at, like, you can see that 500,000 revenue on a yearly basis. So it's not very accurate at tracking smaller kind of revenue. So unless if you have a big company, then it's a lot easier, of course. So I don't like using this filter for smaller companies. Now, next thing I said, we want to have plumbers 1 to 10 New York City have a website. Pretty much everybody who's on LinkedIn has a website. So we are in the good space here. Just wanted to point this out because it's important. Now I need to find plumbers. And there are basically two ways of doing this. And I prefer the second option. I'm going to show you the first option because sometimes it's actually handy when you're not exactly sure who you're searching for. So you can go to the industry filter. And if you type in plumbing, wholesale hardware, plumbing, heating equipment in industry filter. Okay. And once you include this, you basically have everybody, all these companies that mentioned that they do this then. The problem is that very few companies actually do this. So you only have like 16 results here. See that? It's pretty sad. So sometimes it works pretty well when you need to find something that is a little less like general, or you're not really sure about your specific ICP. You can play with this filter. I like it. However, in this case, it's not very, very useful. So I'm going to get rid of it. And instead, I'm going to go to the search keywords box here. And what this one does is that it searches basically through this list of 410,000 results. It searches through them, and whoever has included this, the keywords that I'm about to mention here in their description, in the company's descriptions, means LinkedIn is going to show those to us. So I'm going to type in plumbing here and see what shows up, and then I'll show you a trick. Plumbing. So once I've typed in plumbing, we are down to like 1,000 plus companies from the list of more than 400,000. And this is how powerful this is. So this is exactly what I mentioned. It's like, now you know that you have 1,000 companies inside your tight ICP. Yeah, you have New York 1 to 10. How cool is this? Yeah, now now you can make a list of 100 dream clients like that, because you've got them all here. You've got like 1,000 companies here. You can also play with this filter a little bit further. So I'm going to show you this, because what's going to happen is that, for example, if there is an agency that mentioned they specialize in plumbing as well, we don't want to talk to any agency, right? Because we're an agency ourselves. So these are our competitors technically. So we want to take them out. To do this, you can actually use what's called Boolean search on LinkedIn. And basically it's like advanced search operators. So there's actually a specific menu here. You can find it inside LinkedIn. Use Boolean search on LinkedIn. So it's got like not, or, and searches, and a bunch of other options here. Okay, so you can study it your own time, but it's very, very easy. So for example, as I said, I don't want to have any agency. So I'm going to type in plumbing, not agency. So now I'm telling LinkedIn, and see the number of results. So let's play with this now. So supposedly it has to take all these agencies out. So it hasn't changed, but I'm pretty sure if there was an agency, it got taken out. So now we've got plumbing, just these guys with plumbing here, okay, without any agencies. You can also like imagine that not all plumbing companies, they actually mention plumbing on their pages. So we can also say plumbing or plumber, okay, just in case I mention plumber without plumbing. So I'm going to hit enter again, and yeah, I actually got another few more results because of this. So that's how powerful this stuff is. Okay, now beautiful. I've got this list of let's take out the plumber for now. So I've got this list of 1,000 results. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open every single one of these individually, and I'm going to verify that they've got a website that fits my quality standards, let's put it this way, because I don't want to have a website, I don't want to work with these guys if their website is not too good, or if it's too good. I want to have somebody who's in between. So 5 employees, revenue, as I said, not exactly good estimations by LinkedIn typically for this company sizes. So I'm going to hit visit website, and I'm going to do this for all of these guys. Okay, I'll have 3 just for the sake of illustration. So that looks really, really good. So you can tell right away this is a good quality website. And yeah, man, like these guys know what they're doing. So I can potentially reach out to them and help them out even further because I'm so good. Next, the Plumbing Foundation, City of New York. Again, is your plumber licensed, membership, education. Okay, see this? It's actually a resource for plumbers. So it's more like it's not really a solution for people looking to fix something. It's actually for plumbers. So now, good that I checked it, I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, because it's out of my ICP, doesn't fit. That's why it's so important to look through these things. Now I've got this website, recruiters actually. Okay, and in this domain, it's not even out there apparently, so it's dead. Again, see, the good thing that I checked those. So that's why it's so important. Even if you have this directory, remember that these things can get pretty old. So funny enough, like if I have got recruiters here, I can actually take this out as well. So I can say not agency and then say or recruiting or recruiters. So that supposedly should take out anybody who's recruiting. Yeah, see, it's not here anymore. So that's pretty nice. So once you start finding these things, it's like, okay, I can take them out. So once you suppose, like I've got a good example here. Suppose you find like a few of those. Yeah, you roam through that list and find a few of these great examples. So what you do next? Well, you actually have to connect with them. You have to connect with the decision maker. So to do this, like I only have this one business here that is good in my case. So I'm going to tick the box here, and then let's assume that I don't know, but maybe there is another like this and this company that they're also a good fit, just for the sake of it. So once you pick an option here, you've got this button light up, view current employees. So once you have it light up, you're going to hold Control or Command if you're on Mac, and then open up a separate tab. It's important to do this in this manner because you want to keep all these filters here, because you will not be able to come back to these filters once you play with the stuff that I'm about to show you here. Okay, so that's why I use this separate tab. So once you've got the separate tab opened, you go to see all filters once again, and you can see that these are the companies that I just picked. So now LinkedIn is basically showing me all the employees that work in these companies that are obviously on LinkedIn. So I've got 23 results here in total. So now I'm going to go through these companies one by one and find the decision makers. Okay, so I'm going to exclude these 2 guys here and actually start with the first one, piece estimating. So, and given that the companies are pretty small in size, I want to talk to the owner directly. Funny enough, you can see that these guys are all in Pakistan. Yeah, so this stuff, even though it says they're registered in the US, they're based in Pakistan. So imagine if I was reaching out to these guys from like by checking their website, because it says, oh, based in the States and everything is great. Well, not really. Yeah, these guys are actually not located in the States. So it makes no sense to even find the email of that website. Yeah, of this piece estimating thing. Makes no sense at all. So that's why it's so important to search through these companies and make sure you're doing this correctly from the start, because it saves you so much time and so much effort. So I'm going to not do anything with this company, and I'm going to go to our plumbing solutions right away, because it was a really good example. You can tell it's in the right place at the right time. So here's my 5 people, and as I said, I want to talk to the owner directly because he's the decision maker in this thing. So here's our guy, Don Mayer, and I'm going to connect with him on LinkedIn. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to click here, write his name, and I can try to connect with them here. But what ends up happening is that LinkedIn Sales Navigator is almost like this shadow version of a standard LinkedIn account. So once you connect with a person here, they will get the connection request. They will be able to connect with you. But once you cancel LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you will lose the access. So you will have to actually reach out to this person once again from inside LinkedIn, standard LinkedIn, free LinkedIn version that you have. And it kind of sucks. So you want to do the thing right from the very start. It also is not very helpful even if you choose to connect with them here. You will have messages that show up in this specific inbox inside LinkedIn Sales Navigator instead of having all those messages show up in your standard LinkedIn, which is not very useful as well, because you have to be in between two separate inboxes. So it's not good. So you click their name and you've got this right sidebar opening up, and then you click these three dots right here, and then there's this button, view LinkedIn profile. So again, control or command if you're on Mac, click, and there you have it. Here's our guy. And yeah, so it's time to connect with the guy. So you can see that he's not super active on LinkedIn. So you want to just want to connect with him. I don't recommend sending out any connection requests with a note, so personalized note. I don't recommend doing this because it's just the way it works. Okay. However, sometimes it might work better for you if you send a note. Depends on different parameters. But my strategy is I send the connection request without any note. If they don't respond in a week, I withdraw the request and then retry in 3 weeks, because that's the minimum amount of time LinkedIn allows between two separate connection requests. And then I would try next time, I would try maybe with a personalized note, so it's a little bit different. Okay. So that's pretty much it. That's how you find your dream 100 dream clients using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and finding those wonderful people that will help you through your business once you connect to them, give them nothing but value, and think about their businesses and their families first. I hope this video was of help. I hope it serves you well. It's really powerful, guys. Use this stuff, and yeah, come from abundance. It will help big time. I'll see you in the next video.